Hello, everyone. Hi, it's Friday. Welcome to here, where we're playing video games. It's Friday, and so that means it's time to take another batch of 8-bit Nintendo games, touch them, and rank them. Mr. Touch and Rank, all up in that ass. What? I don't know. I'm here. It's me. It's Jeff Gerstmann here to continue our quest. As you can see, the rankings are as follows: number 1 to number 51 over here. Rygar, quite a game up here at number 1. Athena, also quite a game in a very different way. And then everything else is in between. You know, you got your Captain Skyhawks, you got your City Connections, you got your 3D world runners. And it's time to add another batch. This batch, the bulk of this batch comes from the Gerstmann Advisory Panel. If you'd like to make suggestions about the games and suggest some games for me to play, then go ahead and head on over to patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. And you can get more details there. You can sign up, join the panel, and find out there's a post from mid-August where I'm taking suggestions, and you can suggest games. There are a lot of suggestions there, you know, but we're getting to them. We're getting through them. We're making it happen. I've got this. We already ranked this. We're not going to rank drinks and Nintendo games on the same day. That's just dangerous. But I got all these Redcon ones left over from, thanks to whoever sent the 2 cases of Redcon 1. It's actually, this Cali Splash is it's a quality beverage. All right. So we're going to dip into our next set of games here. I have made some changes here on my end as to how this stuff runs, and I hope it works smoothly, but you never know. We're going to head over here. Why is that? What is, okay. We're going to, that's wrong. That's exactly wrong. The wrong thing has happened there. All right, hang on. We need to go here. We need to pull out, no, that's the wrong one. We need to pull out this one. Nope, we did this wrong again. Okay, hang on. Almost there. There. It's Commando! The Capcom arcade game came home, and was one of the first, among the first batch of Nintendo games I think I ever played. This is a game I think about a lot, because it has secret hidden areas. We'll see if we find any. I don't know, but yeah, this is, we made some changes. We're switching over to BizHawk. We're going to try and switch over to BizHawk because I like BizHawk. It's the emulator I've been using when I'm not streaming, because sometimes it can be a little finicky on the stream side of things, but I don't know. Yeah, it seems to be coming into the capture just fine. And here we go. We have Commando. It's a little flickery, this 1986 banger. Let's get it. Let's, oh, did I not? Okay. I configured the buttons, but they're not the configured. I have to do a little bit of something here. Hang on a sec here. We're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit that. Well, almost more alarming is that the buttons were configured. So why? Okay. Maybe maybe the turbo controller is the way to. The turbo button presses are the way to go for this. It's just look at this. Like I'm just dumping. This game is a flickery mess. I don't remember that being the situation. That's but geez. Oh, yeah, we found a ladder. So that's the thing. The arcade version didn't have any of this stuff. This whole idea of, hey, there's a bunch of secret places you can go underground. Like this whole portion of the game was just not part of the original game. And so it's another good example of Capcom going, oh man, if we just port our games to the Nintendo and don't make any changes, people will be done with them in a day. What can we do? And I don't know that, you know, the bonus, you know, there's a lot of little ladders like that. And I don't know that that necessarily does it. I don't know that that necessarily changes the game to the point where you're like, oh man, I can play this for, you know, it's not that different. But it's cool. We could go back down that hole again, and I think the soldiers are gone now. Yeah, this is a flickery mess. Grenades are always thrown up, which, you know, make it easy to get a line on your targets here. Okay. That guy just literally disappeared. Like I was shooting in his direction and he vanished, and like power-ups are disappearing. Like what a disaster. I so don't remember that being a thing in this game of just like of stuff vanishing like that. That's so nuts. Oh, they all died before I could pick that up. You saying I should give the other emulator a shot? Well, I don't know. I'll give it a look, but I would be surprised if this was just a straight up emulator It may also be the case of, yeah, because that flicker is very, remember that a lot of emulators, especially when it comes to the 8-bit Nintendo, will disable the sprite limit, which we can do, I believe. What is that going to be under? Graphics settings or advanced settings? That's just display. We can turn off the sprites. Allow more than 8 sprites per scan line. So this is probably how you more likely remember the game if you've been playing it on emulators, because a lot of times you will emulate the game and have that sprite limit disabled. I've always gone back and forth, but yeah, the flicker stuff is pretty normal. I don't think you can actually stop these. Okay, yeah, I guess. Does that just stop them from shooting? Is that what it is? But it doesn't. Yeah, these bunkers are weird. These guys will just keep coming forever, huh? I guess I could, run up the score a little bit or something here. Oh. The action is so intense, my thumb is hurt. My left thumb is starting to hurt from all the hot D-pad action. Ah! We broke the second area. That guy's smoking cigarettes. Someone call the Nintendo cops. Can I just go in one of these? Is it not a grenade spot I can just walk into? The screen scrolling backwards is not okay. I don't... Alright, I don't actually know what you're referring to there. It is not... Seems to be scrolling the right way to me. I don't know. I mean, you got to give it to this game for when we think about the sprite limitations of the platform and all that stuff, like they still went for it. Like, there's a lot of freaking enemies on screen. So much so that some of them just magically despawn. But doesn't that really just add to the mystery? Ugh. Ugh. Just one guy. That's the most dangerous thing in this game. Is just one guy left. You screw it all up. Well, killed all those guys. I got time to rub the ground with a stick for a bit. We're not doing a great job of finding these secret areas, but you know, hey, at least when we get to the last stage, we get different music because things are getting frickin' serious now. There we go. Aren't there? Yes, Chad asks, aren't there gas chambers in this game? Yes, there in fact are. Sometimes you'll get underground like this, and then you'll just be in a room that's like, oh, by the way, this is a poison room and you died. It's fucked up. Look at all the hot bonus we got. All them points. Ooh, hey. Just some gas cans. You know, these areas could have been used for something more interesting. Like they could be shortcuts instead of resetting you slightly before where you entered them. Like this is a neat idea, and you eventually there's an item you can find. There's like glasses you can find that will, I think, show the ladders to you, even if you haven't grenaded them. So it's like it'll show you where all the secrets are. And I don't know where you find those, but I think that's in there somewhere. But for as cool as an idea as this is, and for as fondly as I remember this idea, most of these underground areas are not actually that interesting. Is Commando related to Bionic Commando? Yeah. I mean, this is the guy. This is Super Joe. So the guy you are rescuing in Bionic Commando is this guy. The other thing I'll say is I love the way this, like, the movement feels really nice and loose. Like we were talking about Jackal last week. In terms of just movement, I don't think this is quite as good as Jackal in the movement department, but it feels nice. It feels like you can. It feels like you can spray. You know. Interesting choice to, you know, use the limited channels of audio you have to be like, well, we need these siren noises. We've got to disable all of the in-game audio in order to have enough room for these cool sirens. Because that's how serious this is, you know? That guy's running away. Burn this building to the ground! Yes! But yeah, this is Super Joe, and you are rescuing Super Joe in Bionic Commando. So they were never really thought of, especially as direct sequels or anything. But yes, they are same universe, same characters, so on and so forth. All right, good job blowing all that up. We're gonna fly you up here about a half click, and then if you could murder everyone all over again. Uh-oh. We've super grenaded so hard that the color palette freaked out. I do remember that actually occasionally happening. So yeah, just a janky game, but it feels great. That guy, you know, the whole point of that guy on the motorcycle up there is that he's supposed to be lobbing a billion grenades down at you and fucking you over. Oh, you die in the water. This isn't Akari Warriors at all. Yeah, he's supposed to be lobbing grenades down, and okay, he kind of is, I guess. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the time he just doesn't, and it's because the game is janky. And this is, of course, you know, this is the same, I mean, the music in the arcade version is a lot better, but this is the same tune. A lot of people forget that because over the years, the music in the Commodore 64 version has kind of become the standout. And it's much better. It is great. The Commodore 64 version has amazing music. So, you know, rightfully so, but, oh man, what the hell? Ah! These vehicles are jerks. Hardcore tricks like, what if we back this van over you? The enemy will stop at nothing to stop Super Joe. Their deadliest weapon yet. You've seen what this guy can do. We can't stop Super Joe. I don't care. Run him over. Oh, ooh. Oh, word? Shield's on the back, too, huh? All right, well, we're just gonna go. Whew! Man. Run of a lifetime over here in Commando. Yikes. Ah, tap, tap, tap. These guys are all, we got knives and we just run back and forth. What are you gonna do about it? Oh shit, he's got a gun. We should have thought of that. Sometimes the answer is to just keep moving before these bunkers can spit out enough troops to cause a problem, you know? Like that. Like, ugh. Just go. Hey, we found one. Yeah. Just let me catch a smoke here before I get back to smoking these motherfuckers. Yikes. Free stuff. Yikes! What the Man, the more mobile vehicles have proven to actually be the scariest enemy on this second loop. This fucking guy. That's fucked. All right, let's be careful. We'll look both ways before we cross the street next time, I guess. Kill them all. Let Capcom sort them out. That's what I say. Ah, dang, yeah. I got a little too, pushy, I guess. And that's that. So, that's Commando. 4 levels. You know, they mix it up a little bit second time through. I think the hidden ladders and stuff are in different locations the second time through as well. It's got a really good feel to it, just in terms of the movement, and everything there. Like it's you know, some of the same stuff that we said about Jackal last week in terms of how good the movement feels there and how nimble you feel. That goes a long way. And that goes a very long way here. I think this is a really good game. You know, flickery and kind of weird. Like, I remember as a kid, I remember this game having like immense mystery because of those hidden bunkers, but also because like sometimes just the pickups would vanish and just it was janky, and that made it more mysterious. You know, which is. You know, giving them more credit than they earned. But when you're a kid, you don't ever think like, it's hard to think like, oh, this game's just like poorly made or oh, this is just like fucked up. Instead, it's more just like, oh man, why is it like, well, that guy just disappeared? Did he go to space? You know, like whatever it is. But Commando, where is that going to go on our list? I think it's a heck of a game. I think it holds up reasonably well. I mean, it's short. It's a lot easier now as an adult. Turbo controllers certainly help with that a little bit, I gotta say. Where does this go on our list? I would take it over Low G Man, the Low Gravity Man. Commando is better than Trojan. Just as a pure Capcom comparison. It's not as good as Jackal. Which of course has 2 players and just like, you know, just like better, you know, the drums are fantastic, all that other stuff. I would take Commando over. Commando was so janky. I think that's got to be the limiting factor here, is that it's really good, but it's funky in bad ways, you know. Like I love the things they did to it, especially, you know, because I played the arcade version quite a bit before playing this one, and so this one, you know, with its ladders and secret bonuses and gas chambers and whatever else, you're like, man, there's so much happening here, but ultimately there's not that much happening here. As a kid, it felt like more vast and mysterious than it really is. But at the end of the day here, I think that jank kind of ultimately holds it back a little bit. And so it's our new number 9. I would not take it over Kung Fu, but I would certainly take it over Trojan. And so that's a hot new top 10 game. I figured this would do well. I didn't think it would. I don't know that I thought that it would crack top 10. But Commando's fucking awesome in so many forms. Like there are great versions. The C64 version is fantastic in its own way. The arcade game is awesome for its time. This is a legendary video game. Is the legendary wolf of a video game. Was a wolf of the battlefield of a video game. This here Commando. And so congratulations to Commando. Captain Commando for creating it. All right, next up. I have a very specific memory about this game that has nothing to do with actually playing it. This is WWF Wrestlemania. This music, this is the main thing I remember of this game. Is this theme song, and also a Nintendo Power having a close-up, because there are pickups that you would get here that would make the characters power up or whatever. And for Hogan's, it's his cross, and so it's this close-up of his necklace. And there's like, you need to pick up Hogan's cross. I don't remember the text exactly, but like them calling out his big, dumb fucking chain. It's a 6-player game, though not at the same time. This is such a lightweight, and a lot of the sports games of this era and wrestling and everything else did not have a ton of modes for sure. But there's something about this game feels extra fucking thin to me. But you do get these 8-bit renditions of Hulk Hogan's music. All right, what do we got? We got the $1 Million Man, Bam Bam Bigelow, with Oliver Humperdinck, even though he does not appear in the game. Honky Tonk Man, Macho Man, Andre, Hogan. That's it, right? Yeah. Who are we going to fight against? Bam Bam Bigelow. The way the scene drops in like that is super weird. I hate... This is terrible. Look at this movement. The stare down. As we both mash on buttons that don't seem to do anything. I might go so far as to say, no, there are most of the wrestling games on this platform, most of the wrestling games on any platform are terrible. absolutely terrible. See that we can't pick up Bam Bam's fireball. We're out of energy. Are we going to lose? I think we're going to lose. If the AI can figure out what to do. Come on, Bam Bam. There's got to be a way to pin in this game. I'm sure of it. Yeah, looks like there's a way to pin. Just like weirdly neat, and then right back to the title screen. Boom, you're done. Like it's just like, why would you enter your name? Why? I can't even turn around. Honky Tonk Man. It's Honky Tonk Man. It's cool, he's cocky, he's bad. And he's headbutting the shit out of me. Oh, my glasses. Hi, everything about this feels fucking... and we lose again because that's... we're out of energy. This doesn't have any, I mean, unless there's, let's reset it really quick. I'm gonna see if there's a, does it say anywhere on it? Like, Rare made this, right? Everything about the fonts and the sound of the music and everything, yeah, that says to me that Rare made this. Here we go. Maybe it'll say here. Yes, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Acclaim published... Acclaim had Rare make a fair number of games. Let's do tournament mode, just to check out everything here. But God, this game is fucking abysmal. It plays like dog shit! I like that under his name it just says $. Oh, I guess that's because I didn't enter a name. That's where it would say whatever name I typed in. I was about to say that there are no good wrestling games on this platform, but then I remembered that there is at least one and perhaps two. Well, actually, perhaps three. I mean, obviously, there's Muscle Tag Team Wrestling. And then potentially 1 to 1.5 others. I picked him up. Look at that. Like wrestling happened all of a sudden. But Kabuki Quantum Fighter over here with these headbutts. Good transition. Very natural. Pin him! Is it the select button? It's not start. It's... Okay, up and B appears to be pin. Just terrible controls. Like down and A is that headbutt. And so it's a lot of like strikes that require you to push a direction on the D-pad on top of that. You know, double dragon rules where I can do this back elbow if I hit both buttons. And so can Bam Bam. Very nimble for a big man, this Bam Bam Bigelow. It's just how they grow them in Asbury Park. Oh! Dude, this is a miserable fucking video game. Holy shit. Imagine liking wrestling and buying this game. I remember renting this game and being pissed off. Imagine spending real money on this. Oh my God. What a terrible fucking thing. What a steaming pile of shit this game is. Bigger, badder, better. Like the Neo Geo. Awful. Awful. Like incredibly thin as an experience, but also just an abysmal experience. No more. No more of that forever. Terrible. Thanks to Eric for suggesting that one. This is a pretty terrible video game. It's worse than Ikari Warriors. It's definitely worse than baseball. It is absolutely worse than Dino Wars Destruction of Spondylus. It's worse than Tiger Heli. It's Is it worse than Three Stooges? Is it worse than Three Stooges? Absolutely. Is it worse than Classic Concentration? Yes. Is it worse than Renegade? It is, isn't it? It is absolutely worse than Renegade. Renegade and Renegade, like, they're relatively similar in a sense that they are both these kind of crummy melee games. Like Renegade, I would play an hour of Renegade over what we just did with WrestleMania. Is it worse than Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue? I mean, Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue has multiple modes. It's got the levels that have the key and the levels that don't have the key. So I think that there's a variety in Fisher-Price that WrestleMania just doesn't have. Is WrestleMania better or worse than Deadly Towers? That's the actual question here. Congratulations to our new number 50. It's a top 50 best video games, best 8-bit Nintendo games of all time. WrestleMania. Oh, what a miserable hunk of garbage. What a real, just a stink factory. Next up, Power Yell in all caps. Or I wrote it in all caps at least. Suggests the next game here. It is a game called there it is. Legendary Wings. Another Capcom joint. A vertically scrolling shooter. Or is it? I'll watch this a little bit. Okay, we got to pick up the peas. So this is kind of a Xevious-like, at least in this form. Where you have an air-to-air attack and an air-to-ground attack. But unlike Xevious, it's not... Oh, geez. It doesn't just place a target on the ground. You can... Like, that attack just kind of goes and will hit things. Which is convenient, now that I think about it. Is this where our fat hole in the ground is? Yeah. Danger! And now it's a horizontal scrolling shooter. This is kind of crummy. I don't know, like the... Look at that just mouth on the wall in the background there. They're just like randomly going like, I don't know, what should we put here? Fucking fat mouth, tongue sticking out, some fangs maybe? I don't know, what do you got? Ooh, a little slow down here. Like, look at this thing. Look at it. And then we just got, I don't know, alien heart over here, because why not? We have no alternate attack here. It is just the... I was going to say, where are the enemies? What's going on? It's very inconvenient to be fighting those enemies in an area where I can't actually go shoot them. Oh, right. He'll land and you can crouch and stuff if you decide to land. That's kind of a neat idea. I don't know. Like animation-wise. Much like Section Z. But without the sections. And with significantly less Z. Oh, now we can... Oh, well. Now we can point both ways. Alright. swallowed by the Hellmouth, and yet we live to tell the tale. Now that's legendary. This is kind of it's I'm gonna say it's kind of dull. Oh, I like the heads are taking off and getting bigger and stuff. Also, they are very hard to kill with your main shot, but much easier to kill if you can get them with your ground attack. I don't know. This game, I remember this game being better, or like I remember this game at least somewhat fondly. And as we're playing it here now, I'm kind of nonplussed, I suppose. Oh, would that have taken me to a hole? Is this a bonus? Did I miss out on the bonus hole? I hate it when I miss out on bonus hole. Oops. I like that the weapon power up gives us kind of a shield along with it, kind of a bonus hit. Oh boy. Takes 3 shots from my ground gun to not worth it. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I mean, you know, you kind of expect there to be some kind of shot, and I, whoa. The devil is waiting for us in the palace. Rush courageously. I don't know that you needed... I appreciate that that's there. I don't know that you needed that we needed that line of dialogue there, but... It's like Space Harrier, you know? You can land if you want. But why would you? Congratulations, we've put an enemy in a position where you can't possibly shoot it. I'm sure one of those walls is fake or shootable or something, but we didn't find it, and now we're dead. Thanks, Legendary Wings. What fun! I suppose I would say that I am finding this to be kind of on the dull side. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of shooters from this era that just, like, you know, they hadn't really... I think it's part of why Gradius is so incredible for its day, right? Is, like, look at a lot of these other shooters coming out around the same time of, like, how many power-ups you got? Like, 1? 2, maybe? See? Now you got this. But, like, not a ton. of variety. You know, Gradius at least kind of allowed you to... Let's go down. Like, this game's okay. I don't, you know, there's certainly nothing... It's just, it's very plain. Do I think that side-scrolling shooters have run their course as a genre? I don't know. You know, I think for whatever reason, the vertical scrolling shooter became the bullet hell kind of mode of choice for a lot of these games. Not a lot of room left for the Dariuses of the world. Oh, right. There's this huge segment in this level where there's just not a lot of enemies. What are my thoughts on R-Type? I'm not, you know, like, it's cool. I'm not a huge fan of it. Nothing wrong with it per se. It's just my love of that genre is around a few very specific games, and R-Type was never really one of them. I want to say the first R-Type game I played was like, what, Super R-Type for the SNES or something. So it was never a game I saw in arcades. And so maybe that's a part of why I feel the way I do about it, is it was just not something I encountered in its native environment. But yeah, R-Type and Darius, and same deal. Like, I didn't see a whole lot of Darius when it was new and coming out and all that stuff. And so I never really had a huge opinion one way or the other on that stuff. When it comes to the horizontal shooters that I care about, it was always Thunder Force 3 and 4, I suppose. Or rather, 2 and... No, 3 and 4. And my time with that genre kind of came on the Genesis, and so I have a real fondness for games like Gaiaris and Arrow Flash and Atomic Robo Kid. We want to see what this is. The whole reason I played again was to see Secret Place. Lucky. Welcome to Gold Snake area. Oh. Look at all this hot bonus. Look at that smiling, yeah. Right there. Oh, look at that. Now we got... Oh, this actually seems worse than the one before it. Covers more ground, but it's not as constant of a shot, you know? Chowaniki is peak. Yeah, Chowaniki's cool. But... Yeah, I don't know. I'm just not real big on the genre anymore, you know? I think again, like I was saying, the Genesis was a great place for that stuff and all that, but I never really... Ah! Oh, jeez. We're back at this part with the devil. Remember the devil? Some of the music in this is okay. I don't know, like, there's nothing, like, I don't know that I would say there's anything particularly wrong with this game. I think it's just, it's really dull. I don't think that either... I don't think it's a great vertical shooter. I don't think it's a great horizontal shooter. It's okay. You could certainly do a lot worse. Haha! Gotcha this time. Ah, well. Unfortunate trade there, but whatever. Oh. Oh! Into the darkness with us. This is where the devil is. What would the devil need with a starship? Or whatever the fuck this is. It's not a very... I guess gotta get out of the way of that. And not dick around, huh? Yeah, because I can't... Can I kill those eyes? Like, the problem with the nature of your character just being like a dude is like how tall he is in this setting. And, you know, part of the fun of these games is like fitting through things. And so having a bullet spread out of this enemy that is like never quite wide enough for you to squeeze through, sort of. These fucking eyeballs. I don't think I can hit the eyeballs. Oh boy. We've cleared this area. 4 areas are still to be cleary. Hold out for final victory. I'm not going to hold out for final victory. We will play a little bit more, but we're, you know... But look, I'm... Okay, at least we saw stage 2. It's water. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, sure. Like, not bad. Boring. That's the... A little bit of slowdown there. Oh. A little too much slowdown there. Yeah, and then a crazy mouth that is here to swallow us. Always fun on a Friday. The slowdown's unfortunate, but, you know, it's kind of not out of the ordinary for the genre, for the platform, for the era, whatever you want to say. Another one of those guys. I'm pretty sure you can dodge these sequences if you just dodge the circles coming out of the dude's mouth. I think you can just bypass these areas if you want. But I don't know. It seems like the whole point of it is like, hey, you do it both ways in this game. This game got it both ways. Vertical, horizontal, whatever you want to do. This just feels like the exact same level again. What the fuck are we doing? Oh, it's got one of those guys in it, though. Okay. It's got these guys with their little back and forth, up and downies. Alright, whatever. Alright, whatever. Whatever, Legendary Wings. And that's how I feel about Legendary Wings. It's whatever. That's weird. I remember, feeling a little bit... Oh, the Heartsu continues. I see. No, we're good. Thank you, though. Yeah, you know. Yeah, decent art. But pretty middle of the road. Pretty middle of the road. I don't think it's as good as Section Z. Section Z, you could fire forward and backwards. You could get lost in a big loop, giving it a bigger feel. You know, this does have the vertical sequences as well as the horizontal, but it just, I don't feel like it excels in either of them. Kind of underwhelming power-ups. Yeah, it's nice that when you get hit, it just, you know, instead of just destroying you and having you lose a life, that the weapon power-ups kind of serve as shields or extra lives and all that sort of thing. So that's kind of cool. Let's see. I would take it over Ring King, but it's no Section Z. I think it's probably going to end up somewhere in this realm here. Do I think it's better than 3D World Runner? I think Legendary Wings is better than 3D World Runner. What a fucking question. Do I think it's better than Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu? Would I take, yeah, would I take Legendary Wings over Wrecking Crew? I would take it over Dr. Chaos. When I take it over Wrecking Crew. Where we're going to land on this is right here. And it is going to be our new number 26, where apparently I just wrote Legendary instead of Legendary Wings. I don't know how that happened. Legendary. Remember that? Remember Legendary? It was a 360 game, wasn't it? Legendary Wings. Our new number 26. It's a shrug of a video game. This game, we'll see. I have it's RoboCop. for the old 8-bit Nintendo. Lysandius recommends this one, or rather suggested it. I don't intend to. Name, Robert Kopp. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick while you guys watch how RoboCop was built. The future of law enforcement is here. I think RoboCop is a cool arcade game, and I think that there has been a lot of abysmal RoboCop stuff also. I don't remember this specific version of the game. I think I did play it, but I'm not even sure if this is this a port of the arcade version, or is this a different thing? I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of its own thing here. Okay, so we can't jump. Both buttons just punch. Wait, what? Select blocks? Are they trying to kill me? That man just jump kicked out a window. I punched that dog in the fucking face. You need some baby food. Oh. Can I Can I go down the stairs? There. Fuck it, it's gun time. That seemed very arbitrary, but I think in the original arcade game, it was a similar... Just like he just said, fuck it, and busted out a gun. This sucks. The music is terrible. Like, it's this shitty version of the RoboCop theme, just on loop. Fast dog there at the end. I like that he's just moving lips. Just RoboCop. Oh, that man has a gun. I should pull mine. See, that's like sensible. In some, like, oh, there's a flamethrower. I should probably get my pistol out here. Whereas I feel like in the first stage, it was like, uh-oh, there are dogs. I'd better gun them all down. RoboCop hates dogs. Everyone knows it. Like, look at this. You know, Ocean as a company, I feel like, you know, they did a lot of stuff on computer that was at the time, you know, well regarded or whatever, the Ocean brand. But like, I'm just gonna pause it here. Look at these fucking cop cars and the weird like color stuff around them, all the palette work and how fucked everything looks in this scene. Like, this looks more like a computer game. Like this looks like a, well, I was gonna say this looks like a really high-end Spectrum game when it's not in motion. As opposed to an 8-bit Nintendo game. Like, it just, I don't know. Just I gotta go in the building, huh? Look at that. We animated RoboCop's back. Oh, I better put my gun away. And we're going inside. Let's go here. I don't know. Is this like a fun maze now? Like, this, the movement is really, you know, I can't jump, which, you know, I guess, hey, if you wanted to try to say maybe RoboCop can't jump, I'll listen to you. In the arcade game, RoboCop could jump. Is this... This is just a room here. Stairs, my ultimate nemesis. Oops. Sorry for shooting the hostage here. This is fun. Great. the actual answer that all of those doors are fucking dumb? And they're just like... Alright, whatever. That was close. I don't know what the blinking E means. Occasionally the E will just blink. I guess it's like, hey, am I just like running out of energy no matter what? Like Gauntlet or something? Thank you. Now this is some RoboCop music, if you ask me. Narcotics trafficking. Oh man, Clarence Boddicker. You telling me this game might have a story? Seems kind of weird. I'm glad that we got the same music here for the factory level. This game feels fucking bad. I think it looks like shit. Oh, look at the range on this thing. What a... Oh my gosh. Such a short loop too. It's really this was just like a little get you a bonus gun area, really. Oh, this is fun. No. There we go. Now we're RoboCopping. I hate this. This is fucking terrible. Oh my god. It just feels so fucking bad. Like options in terms of your movement and everything. Like he moves slow and can't jump. And I will grant you that, you know, hey, RoboCop is not meant to be like a nimble guy. But geez, this is like, am I even able to get down this ladder? Is his toughest opponent yet walking downstairs? you fucking kidding? There we go. Oh, yeah, caught it. This is fucking... I'm shocked at just how bad this is. Wait, did I go back down to the start of the... This is not... I'm going backwards, right? Is that the... All right, I'll get the gun back out because this elevator is here. Yeah, I couldn't have this power up appear on the screen at the same time as the elevator. You know, it's hard. Video games are hard. Why? Oh my god. Huh? Oh no, RoboCop. What a terrible game. Jesus. Fuck this game. Holy shit. It's bad. Like I'm just, like, surprised by how bad that game is. You know, I know that there's been... I kind of remembered in my head, like, I don't think RoboCop for the NES is any good. I just don't remember why. Terrible movement. Repetitive music. I think it looks like shit. Those stairs. That's a real problem, too. Shocking, almost, in a way. Where does that go? I would rather play Dino Wars Destruction of Spondylouse. That's for sure. I would rather play Tiger Heli. Dare I say it, I would rather play Captain Skyhawk. But is it better or worse than Three Stooges? It's better than Classic Concentration. I'd rather play that than Renegade. It's better than Three Stooges. Yeah. I'm trying to put keep the episode number next to these because I do want to make this a list that you can go click on and read on a web page at some point, and then maybe actually put timestamps in these parts of it so that you can click right to it. I think that'd be fun. I just haven't had time to gussy all that up yet. Anyway, congratulations to RoboCop. It's our new number 47. Top 50. Congratulations to RoboCop. This next one comes to us as a suggestion from Andrew. And it's another rare game. It's a port of Pirates. Sid Meier's Pirates. I love Pirates for the Commodore 64. This is one of those games that you kind of just didn't know that this was on the NES for a good long time. Welcome to Pirates. We'll start a new career. No, we don't want a special historical period. I think, what do we want? We want we'll go with the Dutch. What is your family name? We'll stick at apprentice, and we will go with, we should probably take skill at fencing. Mates, the Spanish conquered Peru years ago. Some of the treasure never reached Spain. A fortune in ink and gold awaits a bold man in the Caribbean. You decide to seek a life of adventure. On your first voyage, a small convoy of enemy ships falls to your squadron. One enemy cuts, grapples, and starts away. Take that ship, your captain yells, and she's yours. Your party jumps aboard just in time. And so we start here with a... Okay. I'm on the right. I'm used to playing this as a one-button game, and so figuring out the... He gives up, but we can just keep hitting him for fun. Okay. Here in Curacao, you'll probably be wanting to see the Dutch governor and visit a tavern or two. Let's visit the governor. A letter of marque for 600. Yeah, let's take it. So if we check information. So yeah, that means we can work for the Dutch. And now that we have that letter, I think that means we can gain rank with the Dutch. I think is how that works. We don't want to divide up the plunder. That basically ends our voyage. Let's visit a tavern. They put a little... This game didn't have music originally, so, you know, they put a little music in here. Look, it's that promising sea dog, Mr. Balls. A rowdy group of 32 men asked to join your crew. Yeah, come on. What else is going on? Spain offers amnesty. Spain and France are allies. England is at war with France. No, we don't want to sail right back into port. Let's get out here and see what we can see. I never really was especially good at pirates, but I sure did enjoy fucking shit up. Let's sail into harbor at Maracaibo here. It's a Spanish town. Let's visit the governor. My dear Mr. Balls, we are allies of the French. So we could pay him and get a letter also to potentially work for the French. Why not? We've got all this gold. Let's check out the tavern. 24 men want to sign up. Let's get them. We're going to need them when we start, well. So, we're friends with the Spanish and the Dutch. The Spanish are allies with the French. I don't know if the Dutch are allied with anybody. Let's get back out on our boat here. All right, we're in Spanish waters. Let's investigate. We could sink this Spanish boat right after agreeing to be friends with the Spanish, but let's hail them for news and move on. And go this way. There's another little town. Gibraltar. It's Spanish. No forts. 50 soldiers. We're allies of the French. I charge you to seek out and destroy our enemies' ships and towns. Oops. We can trade with a merchant. We can sell some of these goods. Get a little more space in our hold. Sugar is cheap here. Maybe it will be more expensive somewhere else. So let's buy a few tons of sugar, I guess. So it's kind of a trading game. If you want to play it that way, you know, you can... A frigate. English frigate. Oh, okay. All right, we hit him. They have fewer men but more guns. We could just try to board them and do the sword fight. But it might behoove us to fuck them up a little more with the cannons before we get in close. As long as we don't get hit. Alright. Oh no! Sail damage. That means it's going to be harder for us to close the gap. They have more men now, too. That's not good. Oh, Okay. Okay. Oh, boy. Hull's leaking. We've got a fucking... Alright. This is not ideal. Because we have way fewer men. Or rapier, I guess. I don't know how to fight, really. I got pretty good at the sword fighting in the original version of this. Okay, so we're firm is basically like we are slightly ahead. You see the morale goes back and forth as you do this sword fight. And so... Alright, we're gonna win. They're in panic. We're running wild. Fucking pirate mania. They give up. We win. We've captured a frigate. We have space for 10 tons in the... Yes, let's keep the frigate. And 39 sailors want to join us. Cool. Let's see. Are they at war with the English? We should... They're allies of the French, but they're not... It doesn't look like they're enemies of the... Like, who are the enemies of the Spanish right now? Oh, well. That promising sea dog, Mr. Balls. Let's get another 24 dudes. Oh, we do not trade with pirates. Fuck you. I'm still a promising apprentice. Let's get out of here. So, you know, eventually as you rise up in the ranks, some of the governors will, like, introduce you to their daughters and stuff. You can get married. We don't have any maps. We have some information on some of these other, some of the towns that are out there, I guess. Our ships are damaged. We need to... I didn't realize they were still damaged. I thought that... Well, I thought they would get fixed out of battle. But I guess we've got to go somewhere and fix them. This is usually how Pirates goes for me, is I end up in the middle of the water and I don't know where I'm going. We're still in Spanish waters. Flying Spanish colors. We'll just, we'll be cool. Oh, are we at the edge of the world? No. Okay. Uh-oh. Perhaps we'll just starve. I don't know. There's got to be some towns out here somewhere, right? This is an interesting version of the game. I mean, it seems okay. It's just, you know, sometimes you have games like this that make a lot of sense on computer that are kind of weird in the context of a console game. And so just, you know, from an action standpoint, it's a little flat by comparison, but you know, this is a classic game of pirates that we're having here, of me out there in the middle of the nowhere, sailing against the wind, running out of food. This is the true pirates experience. Can we get to town? We just need to get here. The crew is starving. Yeah. They deserted. Okay. So they're just allies with the French. They don't have any, they don't have any enemies though. And I have not done anything to the French or to the Spanish. I have a letter with the Spanish. Why I don't. Normally it only gives this response if you have negative rep with one of the factions and you like sneak into town, which you can do if you have negative rep because they'll attack you otherwise. And so if you like successfully sneak into town, you can do all this stuff, but it won't let you trade. But normally, I don't understand why it's not letting me do this. That's weird. And so we have these two damaged boats. I can't buy food because for whatever reason it thinks I'm... Like, we've got a letter with the Spanish. The English are wary of us, but fuck the English. Right? I mean, that's supposed to... They're not allied with the English, so, you know, the Spanish have no reason to fucking be doing this. I'm very unhappy right now. We're going to divide up the plunder, I guess. I don't, you know, fuck it. Some months will pass. Allied with the French. England at war with France. So Spain and France are allies. Like, so that means that and also Spain is offering amnesty. So pirate amnesty means that I should have be able. Man, that seems broken. This seems like broken to me. Roll call reveals 9 crew members have deserted. Fuck them. We came here to fight. And if we lose, so be it. Because we're almost done playing pirates. So a lot of it is about, you know, coming about and making sure that you are, that your side is facing them so that your cannonballs hit, and then trying to make sure that you are staying away from their side, basically. It does all the range stuff on the cannonballs. It fires, you know, the right direction and everything else. You just kind of have to do your best to not get fucking smoked. And they have us outgunned and outmanned, so we've got to be careful here. Yeah, we just got to make sure we're zigging instead of zagging. They have so many more men than we do still. Like, I'm wary to board them just yet. Oh. Yeah. That got us good. 75 to 25. Fuck it. Here we go. 25 angry men. So you have situations that like this battle is going on as you're going. So the man count will sometimes dip during this fight. And if it dips too low, like it starts to, like your morale starts to sink even if you're winning the sword fight. There's sort of a yeah, we'll take the galleon. Why wouldn't we? Take all this fucking food, man. We're gonna need it. We want all this food. Is that what I didn't do last time? Did I not take all the fucking shit off their boat? Did I not do this? More cannons. More sailors. Fuck the Spanish. Let's investigate. Spanish colors. Take the sloop. We need the speed, even if it's damaged. Fuck them. Let's go. Let's get an undamaged boat. Oh, man. So I don't know what a winning game of pirates looks like. You kind of, it was always a make your own fun kind of thing for me. Yeah, we want that boat. Yeah, we got 90 tons of food. And exactly. You go out there and do pirate stuff, and then you decide when you want to retire, and you do your thing. But I think there's, they do allude to the idea of there being actual treasure out there. So I think you do get maps, if I remember right. It's been a while. You get maps, and you can theoretically go try to find treasure and stuff. Unknown waters. It's that cowardly pirate, Major DeColgny. He's chasing us. Well, fuck him. Yeah, now we got the same number of men. I'm coming to get you. Oh. Sometimes you can turn in pirates for rewards if you're out there being a pirate hunter. I got 48 men, bruised, battered, and scarred, but hard. That's right. I have information. Asking about the treasure fleet, the silver train. See, if you know where those things are going, then there are certain towns you can rob when they've got all the money, and so you kind of take scores that way. We'll hold them for ransom. Sometimes the pirates will escape if you hold them for ransom too long and shit like that. Anyway, it's a cool game. That's pirates, more or less. I'm a well-known apprentice. I have 0 acres of land. The Spanish, I have no title with them anymore. They're like, hey, you've been blowing up Spanish ships. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right, I am. Because you guys were jerks. All I wanted to do was sell some sugar, maybe buy some food for my guys. And they were like, That's neat. That seems like an okay port of that game. Which is nice. You know, that's the Commodore 64 version is the one that I played. And I have played hours and hours of it and I've never taken down the treasure fleet or the silver train or anything. I just kind of like go around and have my own fun and do my own thing. It's very light. I think that the action itself is really kind of underwhelming, you know, by comparison to a lot of other games on the platform. But, you know, it is much more of a role-playing game, thinking game. Like the action is kind of secondary, which is, you know, unfortunate in a sense. Like imagine if they ported it to console and also like beefed up the ship combat and some of the sword stuff to make it feel a little more active. Whereas I might actually say even if the Commodore version runs much slower, like the combat, the sword combat felt a little more methodical and better there. It's a little weirder here. So I don't know. It's I still don't think this is the version I would play. It's kind of in that territory. I mean, you know, it's kind of in that California Games territory of like, there's a better version of this elsewhere, and some of these other ports here. I would take Pirates over Ice Hockey. I would take Pirates over Kid Nicky. You know where this is going to go? Right over here. There you go. Pirates are new number 33. It's better than Spy vs. Spy. It's not as good as Little Nemo, the Dream Master. Spy vs. Spy, if they had not like censored the game or whatever, or like pulled out some of the different attacks you could do, maybe that would have done a little better, but that's not the actual problem with it, really. Our next game, I have memories of this being a really fucking shitty port. It comes to us from Sid, who suggested it. If you want to suggest games for the list, you can head on over to Jeff Gerstmann, or patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. I was going to say jeffgerstmann.com, but that goes to the YouTube channel. If you want to subscribe on YouTube, that's a easy way to get there. We have Xenophobe. A cool arcade game. It was 3 players. The screen was split into thirds. And it looked great. I thought Xenophobe was an awesome arcade game. Dr. Quack, Mr. Fogg, or Dr. Zordius. I think we're going Mr. Fogg. These look like characters that would be in the punk bar in Tapper. You didn't really choose character in the original game. I think it was just like whatever stick you grabbed. Okay, so you'll get a sense of like what the arcade version was, because we will only play on half the screen. So if you were playing 2-player here, obviously it would fill the whole screen, but originally the arcade game was 3-player, and so it was split 3 different ways. Oh, this is... Okay, we've been knocked down. When you get knocked down, you got to get up again. You can't really let them keep you down. I don't know. Okay, I can crouch. This was always kind of a funky control scheme, even in arcades. But this is reduced to a 2-button game. It's... Okay, I can jump. So originally, in the original version of the game, you can aim your gun diagonally up and down to kind of shoot things on the floor, or, you know, whatever else you need to do. Looks like the only option here is to jump. I can't figure out a way to aim the gun. This is miserable. You're supposed to be able to push these buttons. Maybe the A button pushes the buttons. Yeah. Okay, I think did we just, are we teleporting to somewhere else on the level, or did we initiate a self-destruct sequence? Okay. Okay, we can't cross that because it'll hurt us. I mean, we could, but it would probably do a lot of damage. Like, so you know, aiming and hitting these weird things is fucking broken. The idea is that you're supposed to, like, clear out all of the alien, like, you go to the space station, you clear out all the aliens, and then you escape. And fly away and get a bonus and go to the next level. That might be... There are other items that might be like the self-destruct code or something. Is this just going to teleport me somewhere again? Yeah, I think so. In fact, that was the same room that I was in earlier, wasn't it? And now I've just been teleported back here. What a... Okay, let's bypass the button this time and just keep going. Everything respawned. Great. Okay, here we are. This is... At least there's some kind of computer here. Like, the firing speed is so rotten. What the fuck am I looking at, man? This is... Okay, we got an upgraded gun, finally. Like, I can't aim up. Like, you're supposed to be able to aim diagonally up at these things to shoot at things that are on the ceiling, or you know, like, are these guys, like... Or this stuff, which is, like, it's... This is miserable. This is a shame, too, because this is, I love Xenophobe. We had a Xenophobe arcade cabinet in the office for a lot of years. Okay, did we find the thing? Is that going to exit the level, then? I guess so. Base cleared of Xenos. That's not true. There was a Xeno jumping at us as we teleported off, but hey. Music is kind of crummy too. Hey, we found some stuff, so we get some bonus points. Some coffee cups, human skull, some knives, some grenades, I believe. I think you're supposed to be able to throw those grenades, I thought, too. Like, not all of these buttons are supposed to be teleporters. It feels like there's way more teleporters in this version of the game than there are in the actual arcade game. like your jump is not good enough to get over those guys. Your shot is not good enough to shoot fast enough to... That disc, I think you might be able to use to... if you find the computer, you can insert the disc to either speed up... I think you cause the self-destruct mechanism to go, and then you teleport off. Or maybe you disable the self-destruct so you can stick around and kill the guys. I forget the specifics of it, but like... But again, like there were certain items that would... you know, confer some sort of ability on you. I'm really... I guess I'm not shocked is not the word, because whatever, there are plenty of fucking shitty arcade ports on the platform, right? But this sucks, man. This feels just terrible. Everything takes so many shots. Even when I had that upgraded gun, it still felt like it was... that everything was just taking forever to kill. This is terrible. Man. Did I walk around in a big loop too? Yeah, pretty miserable experience here. There's supposed to be like alien eggs that they're hatching from that this version doesn't have. They're not just like spawning onto the screen like that. Yeah, here's this area again. So I haven't found any area unless this is it. Is there some kind of... in this version of the game, do I just have to kill aliens until one of them fucking finally drops a thing that lets me escape? Seven shots to kill those guys. This is not a button of any kind. I hate this. I hate this. This is terrible. What a terrible version of... Okay, is this gonna... It's gonna teleport us off and be like, oh, they overran the base because we didn't kill them all or whatever? Yeah. Some invisible time requirement. Oh, okay. But basically, okay, apparently we cleared the base. There is something funny in that it just always says that, and when you clearly, even if you clearly don't. Oh, okay. 0 points. Why? It didn't say why. It just says base cleared of Xenos. This sucks, man. This is terrible. They took a great, like, really unique arcade game. and butchered it pretty badly here. Total silence. I hate this. This is so bad. It's such a shitty like, wow, man. Like, all these buttons do is teleport you. There were, like, you know, not a ton of them, but there were just, like, weird little interactions you would have in this game that just felt... Did we teleport to the exact same room we were in? Or am I just not paying attention? Can I just walk through this? Who cares? It's like, in theory, there would be a switch somewhere that would disable that, I think. I don't know. This version of the game just feels... Yeah. Alright, a gun. Oh, it's the same gun we have. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? We found a pickup. It's the gun that we have. If my gun is intersecting with the alien, like after a hit like this, it doesn't even make the shooting noise. It is still shooting. But it just doesn't bother to make the noise. Fuck this, dude. Let's die. Let's die. Oh, how did this happen? Oh, I guess we died. I was like, how do we get stuck here in the air? Terrible port. Terrible. Sad state of affairs. I feel like that there is a way to do this better than this. But gosh, what an awful version of this game. That's sad. That's a rotten one. Xenophobe. That's worse than Renegade. That's worse than Renegade. Is it worse than WrestleMania? Yes. No. Would I rather play that version of Xenophobe or WrestleMania? God, what a bum fight. That version of Xenophobe is so fucking bad. It's not like Deadly Tower's bad. It's better than Athena, you know? I mean, let's not be too crazy here, but Xenophobe is real. That's terrible. That's absolute garbage. What an unfortunate state of affairs. All right. This next game comes to us from the fine folks at Game Tech. Another Rare release. Man, a lot of Rare today. Here we have Mark Summers. I don't know. I don't think I've ever played this. It's Double Dare. Oops. Let's. I accidentally buttoned past something there. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. You know. Really. Yeah. Really. Okay. Yeah. No, that's perfect. I don't need to see any of the other ones. That's... We like to bowl on Double Dare, but we lost all our balls, so you'll have to use cantaloupes. The first team to knock over all 3 pins win control of the questions. No, that just goes straight up, so we need to have some angle on it here. There we go. That's terrible. That was really shitty. Judith Martin gives advice in the newspaper column. That's Judith Martin we're gonna say that is, it's not Dear Abby, is it? It's Miss Manners. It's Labor Day. Really good questions for a kid's game. No, it's 9. What, isn't it? Yeah, whatever. Should be 3,000. All right, cooties. Dare. You have 6 bits. It's 75 cents. That's the correct amount because 2 bits is a quarter. Right? Yeah. What the did they write these questions in the fucking 1800s? It's in Lake Havasu. It's a bowl, isn't it? I mean, it's not a blowhole. They're going to know it, though. I'm too far ahead. They're just going to get it right and take control. It's not a porpoise pig. That's a different thing entirely. I don't have control of the board. They've got to pick. Yep, it's a silk. Stupid ass. Dummies. It's a jockey, stupid. Stupid ass. Fuck the cooties. I'm gonna say Key Largo. This is... It's so slow and quiet. What state could you visit? Chattahoochee... Kissimmee, that's Florida. A lot of Florida questions in this. We're going to space camp, motherfucker. That's Night Court. Kids love Night Court. It's the end of round 1. Boy, this game's pretty fucking pointless if you don't ever do the physical challenge stuff, huh? Here it is, halftime. Relax, everybody. It's Zamboni time. I also love Night Court. Our hungry clowns, our Double Dare clowns are hungry, and you'll get to feed them. This is downright pornographic. The first team to get 3 eggs into the clown's mouth wins control. Oh, it's the exact same mechanic. Great. Oh, I might have to pause here. I might have a go sign for a package. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, he did not make me sign for it. Supposed to make me sign for it. But he did not make me sign for it. Thus, we will say that the package was stolen. What is Nancy Drew's? Is it Billy Batson? No, that's like a cowboy. I'm glad I fed the clowns. Ned Nickerson. No, thank you. That's an iPhone out there. Decided, you know, new kid on the way. New camera on the iPhone. Gonna need high-res photography. These damn kids. And I need to be able to play Resident Evil. What's the nationality of the man who holds the record for living in space the longest? It's Russian, right? I mean, now maybe it's a different answer, but in the 80s, 90s, whatever, whenever this came out. Mutton is the meat of what? That's a sheep. Mutton chops. What are phalanges? They're, I guess, fingers. They're not white-robed figures with halos. Or whatever the other thing was. With which sport is Pele associated? It's soccer. Just never lose control of the board. I mean, you can always, like, dare and double dare to try to get more money back. But, like, you know, clearly that would be, like, a strategic benefit or whatever. But, like... Jaeger. What's the brand name of the most famous baseball bats? I guess Yankee Power. Yankee Power is a different thing. What is the Space Needle? It's a monument. I don't even know. It's monument? I mean, it's just a bit. It's a restaurant. You can go up there and fucking eat if you want. Go to the Space Needle. Have some overpriced food. Monument. Which character in the game Clue has the name of a piece of fruit? It's Professor Plum. It's Gus Grape. Man, as an adult, I know all this shit. I might have known most of this then, too. I wouldn't have known that London Bridge was in Lake Havasu. Pythons have been found to grow as big as what? Andre the Giant. 2 Andres plus 1 giraffe. 33 feet. Let's see if we can at least get one physical challenge out of this shit. I'm going to say 33 feet. It's probably the answer. Are they just gonna let time expire? Or are they gonna try and pick one? Oh, they're gonna double dare. All right. Do we? There's someone found a 33-foot python. I know it. That's the end of the game. Right. Oh. Okay. Okay. I was like, okay. I thought that was going to be it. This looks terrible. Preview. It's a long obstacle course. Hit any key. Hang on, let me plug in my keyboard to my Nintendo. Run. I have to move the joystick around. You can do it. Okay, I'm just flipping the D-pad back and forth here. Oh boy. Oh, the ultimate obstacle. These stairs. Oh, we gotta, okay. You shitting me? Just swirling the D-pad around here for this stuff. This sucks. My thumb already kind of hurt anyway. All right, what we get? We get a watch, we get a stereo, we get a pool, we get a BMX bike, and some camping gear. No trip to space camp. No trip to space camp. Stampers getting paid in the 80s. Acclaim, Game Tech, they didn't care. You show up, you got a yeah. Oh yeah. We'll double it. Yeah, sure. We'll get it to you. Don't worry. Wizards and Warriors, yeah, sure. Whatever. A night guy, yeah, we got it. RC Pro, yeah, sure. We'll make a car game. Why not? Rare, putting it down. This is a bad game. This is no good. This is no good. It's better than Classic Concentration. I think it's better. It's better than the Three Stooges for sure. I think it's better than RoboCop. It's not better than Captain Skyhawk though. That's a really nasty thing to say about anything. Is no, Captain Skyhawk was better. But yeah, crummy trivia, bad action, like anything, especially by the time we get to this day and age, the idea of like wiggle the stick back and forth to make your character run sucks. Double Dare. It's our new number 48. It's a top 50 video game. Will this next game break the top 50? I don't know. This one comes from Raymond. And it's from your friends at Broderbund, the Load Runner people. It's called Spelunker. Well, right off the bat, this music fucking goes hard. The music's very good. I like that. I like that even if I hit start during the game over thing, I can pause the game over. Okay. I do, like, legit, I think this music is fucking awesome. I think it's a great tune. I'm just fucked, right? Is that how this works? I don't... Oh. I can never remember what to do when the ghost comes. It just feels like such an arbitrary thing. Oh, right. The bat is shitting. Ah! Fuck you. This game. I feel like I was actually doing an okay job there of hiding why this game sucks so much there for a sec, but maybe not anymore. Holy shit. Ah! Whoops. This is well, so you know, I'll try and show you here, I guess. That's the best I've ever done to this game, by the way. What we just did right there. So the reason why this game is so fucking crazy is stuff like this. The fall distance is really crazy. And so the particulars around your movement and stuff are fucked. And, you know, you have things like these little spikes. Okay, that does make you jump off. At least they don't kill you. And then the weird ghost gun thing, which it's just... You know, the range at which the bomb can blow you up. There's just a lot of... extremely finicky fucking things in this game. That make it a miserable experience. Ugh! So yeah, the particulars of that stuff, the fall distance and whatever else, like that's kind of why this game became like weirdly legendary, I guess, is because, you know, it's shitty, but in ways that don't necessarily make it a hard game in an interesting way. It's just like, oh, well, you fucking... But the music is hard as fuck. I love it. I love this track. Fuck you. Are you kidding me? It's not. I mean, no. The answer is no. It's not fucking kidding you. I've been getting off light, I feel. Ah! No problem. I'm the best Spelunker player the history that the world has ever known. I'm going the wrong way. Oh. I'm shocked that I survived that jump. That seemed like a pretty long distance to fall there. This is more Spelunker than I've ever seen, I think. Like, by my own hands, anyway. I'm sure I watched a TAS at some point, but... But it's always just been this sort of thing, you're just like, why would I continue to do this to myself? Okay. So now the ghost is coming. We're gonna wait for it to get close enough, and then push this button, and it will disintegrate the ghost. How far away do I need to be? I don't know. All right. Look at that. This music isn't nearly as good. Oh, fuck me. Okay, all right. Well, we got the old music back at least. Nope, that should have seen that. I mean, I should have been watching for that, I suppose. fuck this miserable video game. But that's the furthest I've ever gotten in Spelunker. So... I don't know. Like, I guess the thing I'll say about it is that it seems like a game in which they made poor choices. But I like the music. The movement and jumping is, you know, snappy, peppy even. Mechanically, some of the stuff around, like, so you have, like, that's an oxygen meter up there that might not be obvious. In fact, I don't think I knew what any of this stuff was until, remember when they released that free-to-play Spelunker? It was like a 4-player multiplayer game on, like, was that PS4? I think playing that one was when I kind of realized some of the mechanics of this game, what they were, which is insane, but that's, I don't know. Yeah. Oh, right. You have flares. You have flares you can use to kill the bat, I guess. Yeah, Spelunky World. Right. Spelunker World. You know, for what this game did to inspire future video games, I think that that's pretty incredible. Like, it has a merit to it. But, you know, it's just, it's a pretty miserable game to play. That said, you know, like, I don't think it's nearly as fucked as, I mean, you know, because these games down here are, like, downright broken. Like, I don't... Like, I would rather play Spelunker than RoboCop. You know? You get me? Like Spelunker is, like, they made fucking questionable choices all over it. It's just harsh. It's rough stuff, but, like, hey... It's not broken. So so this is, yeah, it's above Three Stooges for sure. It's definitely above RoboCop. I would rather play Spelunker than Captain Skyhawk. This is still the game that started all this. This is still me watching Captain Skyhawk be played is still the game that caused the crisis of conscience that led to this entire fucking thing. So this is all Seb Mall's fault at the end of the day. That motherfucker. Spelunker is better than Tiger Heli. But is it better than Dino Wars Destruction of Spondylus? Is it better than baseball? It's not. I would take Spy Hunter over Spelunker. I would take baseball over Spelunker. I would take Dino Wars over Spelunker. But Tiger Heli? This is interesting. I you know, because it's been so long since I played Spelunker. This is one of those perfect games that what I'm talking about as why we're doing this. You know, because Spelunker is a game that just has taken on an identity of its own over the years. Like, it's got its reputation of just like, oh, this ridiculous bullshit video game. And but when you go back and check it out, it's someone asking in chat, is Spelunker better than Hero? Absolutely not. Hero, I don't think there is a version of Hero for the NES, is there? There might be. I don't think there is. But Hero is an amazing video game that is better at caves and dropping bombs and all that other shit than anything Spelunker has going on. Spelunker's not, you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't think Spelunker's a good game, but also I don't know that I would say it's like some astoundingly terrible thing either. It's just highly particular in ways that make it kind of shitty to play. It's an unpleasant experience. But that's all the rage nowadays, right? You kids in your Dark Souls, Spelunker is right up your fucking street now. You sickos. Anyway, congratulations to our new number 46. I did not expect that to go that way, but it did. Let's get one more game in here. Gimbal requested this one. I love this game. In theory, maybe not this version. It's Toobin. Biff and Jet are here and ready to tube. I love the arcade game Toobin. It's all buttons. It's all forward paddle, back paddle, and then a button to throw cans. A button to litter. There's a littering button. This is an unlicensed cartridge, so watch out, okay? If Nintendo is in the chat, you tell them to look the other way. Can I not turn? Can I not turn? In this version of Toobin, can you not turn the tube? Instead, they just have given you a throw can left, throw can right functionality. But how can I? No, you must be able to turn, because how could I get that way if I couldn't? Okay, hitting select just changes the heads up display to show my score. Wait. Like, that can't be right, can it? We're gonna hit this fisherman. Is there's no like stars above his head or anything because I hit him? Yeah, so can someone, can someone find the manual to this online and tell me if you can turn? Also, like, I can stop. That's not Toobin. In Toobin, you do not stop. In Toobin, you are going down river. You don't, like, just move around and stop. This is... Are you fucking shitting me? Tengen did not deserve to get an NES license. If this was the bullshit they were looking to put out. I can't believe this. So the whole thing in Toobin is you had a left arm and right arm, basically like front and back, like forward and backward button for each one of your hands. And so you would turn the tube and then hit both buttons in the same direction when you wanted to paddle one way or the other. And it was a big momentum kind of thing. And if you spell Toobin, you get a free t-shirt. Literally, you could send in, you would get something that you could mail in for a Toobin t-shirt, which I should have done someday. I should have done that. This is terrible. This has none of the, like, the momentum, everything that makes Toobin isn't here. Except for Biff and Jet. I'm Biff, player 2 is Jet. Yeah, okay, someone's the small rewarder in the Discord is pasting pages from the manual here. Jet's motto, a patch in the hand is worth 2 of anything in the bush. Don't get spastic and wipe out if you miss something, like just keep cool, man. Biff has a much longer thing here that we're not going to read. Troubleshooting. If the game pack doesn't work the first time you try it, reinsert the cartridge 5 or 10 times to clean the contacts. Also, stay cool and try pushing the reset button. Stay cool, everybody. Just put it in 5 or 10 times until it worked. I don't, hey. Just keep jamming it in there. Eventually, enough of the dirt on the cartridge or the console will rub off onto the other thing, and it'll balance out. The color scheme here, I like the weird like fade and come back up when you pause too. The guy with the gun here on this screen, I can barely see him. These guys are well camouflaged to my colorblind eyes. This is a really terrible game. This is really bad. Like, it's shitty, but also, the idea of this as a port of Toobin is embarrassing. So, like, there would be, like, warp zones and stuff. Like, you would come up here and areas like that. Maybe not this exact level, but... I hate this. This is like I'm like getting angry at the quality of this port. This is because it's so easy to stop and get your bearings. Like, that's not supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be kind of all over the place. You're like frantically mashing the buttons trying to get back on course because momentum is, carrying you one way or the other, like that's Toobin. And turning around and throwing cans the other way because you're trying to get some branches out of the way to get to a 6-pack or get to a warp zone or whatever. Like, that's what you're supposed to be doing here, and this is awful. Awful, awful, awful. The currents are supposed to be stronger in terms of how they take you around. Oh, you missed that O, I guess. And then to just be stuck here and like, oh, I gotta pedal over into this. Like, those little swirls, that's what the warp zones are supposed to look like. So now we got dinosaurs. You eventually tube down the river Styx. At least in the arcade version. Maybe hell. Well, this is an unlicensed game, so they didn't have to answer to Nintendo's weird rules. Maybe they could have been like, fuck it, we're putting hell in this. I hate this. I'm so mad at this. This is a... It's such a terrible version of the game. I'm like, end of class 1, dude. The Yukon. Is that supposed to be the noise of like a bunch of penguins making noise? What is this supposed to be? Why is this audio happening to me? Why is this happening? Help. And then it does that for a while and then just starts playing the fucking level 1 Toobin music? What? Why? I don't. Oh, man. Oh, we finally died. This, I'm really, I guess I shouldn't be, but like because a lot of these Tengen, a lot of these unlicensed, even when they got their license, a lot of these games that the Tengen put out were awful. Awful ports of Atari's arcade work. You know, Vindicators and some, well, Vindicators, you know, Vindicators is not bad like this is, though. This is something special. Those would have been extra lives, those little patches. Yeah, I don't know. We ran out of ideas for music, so let's just get some public domain up in here. Oh, we got lasered. I don't care if I live or die anymore. I want to go fast. We're going to tube hard. Oh, died of this exact same thing because I had a stupid bad bounce. Come on now. Yeah, Paperboy. I don't think we've got Paperboy on the list yet, but that's going to be coming up here before too long, I think. And yeah, there's just a lot of these Atari games that found their way to the NES suffered quite a lot in the translation. Oh, that one was moving. I love Toobin. I love Toobin more than people should. The arcade version of Toobin, I think, is an... I would love to own a Toobin cabinet because it's an experience you can't quite duplicate. Any other way. I like Toobin a lot, but what a terrible video game. What a terrible, terrible video game. And yeah, Atari's home ports division. Here you have it, right? I mean, Tengen is, that's them. That's an embarrassing experience. That's an embarrassing experience right there. The Tengen name, I mean, yeah, not everything that came in the cool looking black carts was terrible. I mean, RBI Baseball came out that way originally. Gauntlet, I guess, is maybe not that bad. I don't. Well, we'll get to it. Clax is kind of the big one. Clax is ain't nothing wrong with Clax. Everything wrong with Toobin. Let's put Toobin on the list, and then we'll call it a weekend. Toobin. Let's start in this arcade port little area here. It is worse than all of those. It's worse than Kicks and Spy Hunter. It's worse than Baseball. It's worse than Captain Skyhawk. I would rather play Double Dare. I would rather play Three Stooges. I would rather play Classic Concentration. Is Toobin better or worse than Renegade? Is Toobin better or worse than Renegade? It's worse than Renegade. It's worse than Renegade. I like the art style in Renegade, if nothing else. Square jaw looking, just like. Is it better or worse than Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue? I would rather play Toobin than WrestleMania. I know that much. So I guess the question is it better or worse than Fisher-Price Firehouse Rescue? I think it's worse. It's definitely better than Xenophobe. It's definitely better than WrestleMania. Like by leaps and bounds, it's better than Xenophobe. But not, Man, Toobin, I'm bummed out about Toobin. Again, I am a longtime Toobin fan. I don't know if you know that about me. Something of a fan of Toobin, but it's our new number 55. Couldn't even make the top 50. But hey, top 100 best NES games of all time. Currently, Toobin. In the running. Maybe every single game we're going to play after this one will be worse than Toobin. Anything's possible. And thanks to Gimbal for making me play Toobin. You can suggest some games over on the Patreon, patreon.com/Jeff Gerstmann. There's a post there from mid-August. It's got a bunch of comments on it with people suggesting games. That's where I go to look for games. People have been suggesting some real wild stuff, and I'm trying to balance it out. Now, I think next week we're going to play Tecmo Bowl. That was on the list for this week, but we did not get there. And so because people only suggest the worst video games, I then counterbalance it by trying to put one that I remember being good on the list, at least at the top, which is how we got Commando this time around. Commando was my choice. But yeah, I know Virtual Balboa has been trying to get me to play Motor City Patrol for a long time. I'll write that one down on the list to help seed the list for next time. Maybe we'll get that one in there. And we'll come up with some more games. I'm thinking maybe we put maybe we get Dragon Warrior in there one of these days here. I've been thinking a lot about that game lately. And, a lot of the RPGs on this platform, we kind of have the benefit of, like, I've played a lot of them before. So as we get into those games, we will probably not play them for hours and hours and hours, but I have spent a lot of time touching a bunch of these games. Your Ultima Exoduses, your Final Fantasy ones, your Dragon Warriors 1 through whatever's. So we'll lean on some of those memories a little bit, I think, for some of those games, as opposed to playing Dragon Warrior for 10 hours before we put it on a list. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's going to do it for this edition, episode 8 here of ranking these Nintendo games. This list is filling out. I like where it's headed. We were up to 60 games now. Athena is still firmly at the bottom, and Rygar is still very firmly at the top. We'll see where it goes from here. There's a lot of interesting. I mean, the number of games that I tell myself, like, it might be nice to go back to someday, like a Dr. Chaos, which is interesting, though not especially good. Or even Dino Wars, disgustingly enough. I was like, I should just, like, I don't want to play through the early parts of that again, though. Like, if I had been able to just finish it very quickly and get the achievements for it. But, I don't know. At some point, that's the thing of going back to retroachievements.org, sifting through the games and going like, oh, I got a lot of the achievements in this. I should try to finish this one out or something. Fester. A lot of people suggesting Fester's Quest, which I will tell you up front here, I don't have a ton of experience with. I rented that at one point and have forgotten a lot about it, but boy, was that game in Nintendo Power a lot. We got to get to Golgo 13, the hits. We got to get to the bangers. We've been mucking around in all this weird third-party stuff that no one's ever heard of, but we got the hot hits, the obvious top 10 bangers like Golgo 13. Right? That's I don't know, about half of Golgo 13 is probably a top 10 game. And then you get to those first-person maze sequences and, well, yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to playing Goonies 2 at some point, and getting that on the list. And then there's a whole lot of first-party stuff that we'll probably dip into here and there. I got to look around and see what the best way to attack, what the best order is to attack a lot of those games in. But, maybe we'll get Kid Icarus on the list one of these days here. I was playing Rad Racer the other day, and it didn't make the list for this episode, but that'll probably be coming up pretty soon. Balloon Fight, man. I want to talk about a potential new number one. It's Balloon Fight. Balloon Fight is up there. All right. I'm going to get going. Everybody have a good weekend. Be back next week with the podcast, and I'll see you soon.